Hello again, everybody. It's me, Marcus, and I review stuff. Today, I'm reviewing the song I Appear Missing by Queens of the Stone Age. I had a couple people recommend this one to me, and so I'm really excited to listen to it. Queens of the Stone Age is one of those bands I like. I don't love Queens of the Stone Age, but I like them, and I like their style, and I'm hoping this kind of holds up with what I've heard so far. After I did my first reaction to Queens of the Stone Age, I got some more recommendations, and so I'll definitely be checking those out as soon as I can. It seems like a lot of them are coming from this album here. This must be one of their better ones, I assume. If you want to request something, as always, you can just leave a comment down below, and I'll be very sure to get to it. And with that, I guess that's it. Let's get into it. This is I Appear Missing by Queens of the Stone Age. Thanks again for the request. Here we go. That was good. That was good. I like that one. It's kind of powerful. It honestly filled me with such a strong sense of dread for some reason. It sort of had this sort of dark, swampy, sludgy feel to it. Like, I feel like, I don't know, it's like a weight upon my shoulders right now. I don't know why. I think the sound that they went for there, plus maybe some of the lyricism there, is kind of got me into like this dark, sunken place right now, which I feel was the point of it. So I think mission accomplished there. But yeah, the sense of dread here, from at least for me, is very palpable, and I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know if you guys also feel that or have felt that by listening to the song, but I'm just like, yeah, this is a rough one. Like, not musically, like, this is a good song. This is rough, like, the emotion that it sort of brings out of me, I guess. So, yeah, let's talk about those lyrics. So, I'm using Genius to help me out a little bit here, because admittedly, looking through on my own, I was like, I have no idea what's going on here. I can kind of infer a little bit, but I want to know a little bit more. So, here he says, verse 1, calling all comas prisoner on the loose. Apparently, after a botched knee operation before writing the Like Clockwork album, Josh Homme slipped, I'm assuming that's how you say his name, Homme. Josh Homme slipped into a coma and thus describes breaking free from it in this manner. He tells NME that I died on a hospital table. Damn. So I was wondering, immediately that calling all comas line just totally threw me off. I was like, are we talking about a coma here? Prisoner on the loose. Description, the spitting image of me, except for the heart-shaped hole where the hope runs out. Josh has said in interviews that for a while after he was brought back following his surgery complications, he felt like he had just lost something inside of him. Jesus, that's dark. It also carries the implication that the real him is forever stuck in the coma, and that the self that woke up is just an incomplete copy missing its heart. He also said that this greatly hindered his creativity. The only thing worse than heartbreak is no heart at all. Well, except for the heart-shaped hole where the hope runs out. So, wow, it sounds like this botched surgery really did a number on him, as it would anybody. I mean, yeah. But it's I guess it's sort of inspiring where artists find that motivation from. And so he went through this really dark and terrible thing, but was able to turn it into this piece of music. So, again, horrible thing, but amazing how he can sort of draw creative inspiration from that. Very, I guess, inspiring in a sense. But so kind of now knowing that, it really changes the meaning for me, and I feel like the meaning of the song just got darker for me. Like, I went from being like, okay, this is kind of dark, to like, wow, this is really dark. So anyway, let's read these lyrics. Chorus 1, shock me awake and tear me apart. So I think that's an immediate reference now to his surgery, like with the defibrillator, shock him back alive, back awake, and tear me apart, cut into him through the surgery, right? Pinned like a note in a hospital gown. I'm assuming like parts of him are just like pinned in there, but also pinned like a note on a hospital gown. He's in the hospital, clearly. Prisoner of sleep. That's literally very much a metaphor for a coma. Deeper down the rabbit hole, never to be found again. So I guess he slips into this coma, and he feels like, he slipped into a rabbit hole. He's never going to be found again. Where are you hiding, my love? Cast off like a stone. Feelings raw and exposed when I'm out of control. So where are you hiding, my love? Maybe so it mentioned at the top that it was kind of his identity that he lost. Maybe he's looking for that again. But it was cast off like a stone. So now his feelings are raw and exposed. So maybe after his coma, he doesn't know how to necessarily control many of these emotions that he's feeling. Pieces were stolen from me. Now that definitely is in reference to that sort of identity lost. Or dare I say, given away, watching the water give in as I go down the drain. I appear missing. So it's interesting to me. I wonder if he has elaborated at all what being in a coma felt like, whether it was just sort of like intense like thing happening in his brain, because that's what it sounds like here. I can only imagine if you guys have seen Get Out, kind of when he first sinks into the sunken place. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting here, watching the water give in as I go down the drain. So he's literally like watching himself like go down. I picture like a sink drain, I go missing, no longer exist. One day I hope I'm someone you'd miss. Shock me awake, tear me apart, pinned like a note to a hospital gown. Deeper asleep, further down, the rabbit hole never to be found. It's only falling in love because you hit the ground. Jeez. That's a very interesting line, a very powerful line too. It's only falling in love because you hit the ground. Wow. That's interesting. I wonder what he means by that specifically. Now, part of me thinks that he's sort of trying to reconcile the fact that he could have died that day, and that he never really got to maybe mention to his loved ones his love for them. And I think that comes up here later in the song, but it's only falling in love because you hit the ground. So I think maybe he's alluding to the fact that your love truly shines through whenever you have to go through something difficult. You hit the ground, and so that's when your love has its opportunity to really show its strength. Maybe I'm reading a little bit too much into that. So dancing on wire, both ends on a fire. So that's clearly, I get a clear visual of like someone walking between two skyscrapers on a wire, and their both ends are on fire. So it's like, well, obviously I'm running out of time here. I'm about to just fall. Cut me loose, nowhere to run, no more room to pretend. Wandering along the road in the summer night. I go missing, no longer exist. One day I hope I'm someone you'd miss. Shock me awake, tear me apart, pinned like a note in a hospital gown. Deeper asleep, further down, the rabbit hole never to be found. With my toes on the edge, it's such a lovely view. Don't cry, I've never loved anything until I loved you. Inside, I'm over the edge, what can I do but shine? I haven't a thing unless I have you. Confide, with my toes on the edge, it's such a lovely view. Don't cry, I never loved anything until I loved you. Inside, I'm over the edge, what can I do but shine? I've fallen through. Wow. So I guess he's imagining maybe his loved ones at this moment of doubt and uncertainty. And then I think there's a glimmer of hope here, because he says, I'm over the edge, what can I do but shine? So I think maybe he realized, hey, I've gotten this second opportunity at life, whereas I could have died that day. I'm still here alive, and so might as well use that opportunity to shine. This song is very dark and very sort of depressing, but I'm hoping that there's that glimmer of hope there in his lyricism. And I wonder if he goes into length at all about this and talks about it further, and maybe some of the other songs here. I'd be interested to see and read more about that. Wow, that's such a powerful and really scary thing to go through, honestly. Man, lyrically, I'm glad that I kind of got that context first, because that really, I think lyrically it was already really solid, but I think that knowledge really elevates it to a much higher level for me. So 2 thumbs up there. The lyricism really worked for this dark and sort of, like I said, sludgy, swampy tone that they were going for. Lyrics really, really pulled through here. Instrumentally, like I said, something about the instrumentation really just got that sense of dread in me. I think it was part of that they had some sort of screeching guitar parts throughout that were just a little bit unsettling, I think, in a certain way. Plus, the way he sings this song, I've heard him sing some, I guess, more upbeat sort of sounding songs, whereas this one was very much straight down in the dumps. And so the way he sang it, I think, really played well with the instrumentation. It got heavy when it needed to, but again, it was sort of swampy, creepy, sludgy. I'm not even sure how else to describe it, but yeah, very dark. And like I said, yes, the lyricism was what got me into a sunken place, but also just that instrumentation, the vocals, it kind of all worked really well together to really just create that sense of dread. And because of that, I feel like that's a really, really smart artistic choice. So boom, I give it 2 thumbs up there as well. As far as re-listenability, replayability goes, I got to be in the right mood for this one. I got to say right now, I'm kind of lucky that right now, today, I'm just sort of in this right mood where I'm like, okay, I'm a little suggestible to a song like this. That's fine. But yeah, wow. It's definitely going to go on my playlist. It's a very powerful song, and I can definitely see myself listening to it again in the right context, but this is definitely not like an everyday song for me. I don't know if I could deal with this sort of dark and brooding sense of dread every single day. So, for what it's worth, I still give it a thumb up for re-listen factor there. I do enjoy this song, guys. Thank you so much for the request. I had a couple of you request this one, as a matter of fact, so thank you again for that. If you want to make a request, as always, leave a comment down below. If you like the music, of course, go support the artist wherever you can. Listen to their music wherever you can. One place you can check them out is in my Spotify playlist, where I have been putting every single song that I review on my channel, so go check it out. It's, this is going to make an interesting collection, an interesting piece to my collection of music there. So, and if you want to support me, just, do all the normal stuff that you guys do on YouTube. I love talking to you guys in the comments. I try to respond to as many of you as I can, so definitely. I'll see y'all there. Anyway, this is it for now. See y'all in the next review. Bye.